Alright, you guys, I don't want to say anything not to jinx it, but I'm going to pick up a tank. It's 120 gallon. It's for the Oscars. Super stoked, finally get him a bigger home. And well, icing on the cake as usual. There's some occupants, right? So the occupants may be coming home with us, but well, let's find out what it is. I have an eerie feeling that it's gonna be something familiar. Let's go. Hey guys, so it did happen. Yep, the tank is behind me. We're heading home. Buckets are full of fish. Can't wait to show you guys. It's awesome. All right, you guys, we made it home. Sorry, man, I am a mess. I stink like algae and whatnot, but here are the buckets. And here is the tank. Yeah, I'm just gonna fill it this way. Anyway, it's a 120, 2x2x4, pretty good shape. I'm getting it filled now and get it set up. I'm also gonna install a quick, one of the Sun canister filters, borrow it from this tank and swap it up and put it on that tank. That way I'll get, get it cycled in hours instead of days or weeks. All good, my friends, so stay tuned. I'm gonna show you those girls in a minute. Beautiful little sweethearts. All right. What's up, you guys? We're back in the cave. Whew. Oh, it's been a long day. Let me catch a sunlight here. Anyway, so good to be back home, by the way. I love getting out, but driving in the city around Chicago always sucks. Anyway, awesome news, exciting news for me. I know we talked about it sometime before, about basically, good vibes or, good, positive. I'm just tired, you guys, so I'm gonna wrap this up, make it quick. Here's what happened. I went on a lookout for a tank for the Oscars, and I found a 120, a 4x2x2. One of the most ideal sizes for tanks as far as depth and height and all. So I didn't hesitate. I reached out and found out, sure enough, decent shape. It's a reseal, but reseal from the start, as in, reassembled, resealed. So I have a lot more faith in that, number one. Number two, couldn't pass on the pretty good price. And it came with occupants. I wasn't sure what it meant. The picture didn't really show much. I guess he wasn't expecting much because, according to him, it's a difficult species. Oh yeah, you guessed it, my friends. I'm not even gonna delay and drag on. So here's the current setup. Let me flip real quick. Here's the current setup. That's the Piranha habitat. Here is the new tank. I had to take the decor out because I'm installing the concrete and all that, so that's coming along. And here, the new tank, and already occupied by the Oscar, Red Rooster and his two friends, who are slightly beat up with the move, with everything else and whatnot, but already enjoying their new habitat. The filter is cycling. I used the filter from the Rana habitat and hooked it up to this, plus the old substrate which came with the tank, and a piece of driftwood. So we saved a lot of bio, a lot of good bacteria and whatnot. So it's cycled in literally in just 2 hours. I employed a 704B Sansa, which cycled it roughly 8 times in those 2 hours. With everything else, good to go. Here's the kicker. Here's the icing on the cake. Oscars are enjoying their new tank, which is already an upgrade from a 54-gallon incubator, which they occupied for almost a month and a half. And now the incubator serves as, check out this community. Little guppy school and all that good stuff. Stop, Zulu. Little guppy school and all that. And 8 red belly piranhas. They're right now in the, there's a couple of barbs in there too. They came with them. Everything came with the tank, including these plants. So what I did is basically I set them in there. For now, it is the incubator, so we need to quarantine them and all. Plus this tank was safe and cycled and live for quite some time, so there was no worries about any water quality and whatnot. And as you can see, they're doing quite well. Just, you know, mingling around. Beautiful colors, healthy bunch of 8 red-bellied piranhas. You know, so we're gonna be moving into this tank as soon as it's complete. So that's gonna be their new habitat, which will hopefully closely resemble this. And in time, this area, which you already know, is going to turn into a giant river tank, which should stand this way and curve this way, kind of curve like an L shape. And it's roughly about 1,500 gallons, and all the piranhas from this tank, once they grow out, and this tank, and these guys, which are starting to reach the limits of this 210 gallon, and almost 7 inches, 6, the smallest one is 5. They're ready to get moved to the river tank once it's in place. The red rooster, he's doing some kind of dance. I don't know if he's trying to provoke me or he's thanking me. Look at him. He looks awesome, by the way. Water's still dirty as hell. I put 2 chubs in there from the creek to create extra bio for these guys. But it's all good, just for community type of purposes. But it was awesome how he was behaving. Look at him. He's doing some kind of dance. I think he's ready to mate. If any of these guys were old enough. I think he prefers the orange one. He kind of beats on this guy. You can see his tail's nipped. He's really been beaten up on the dark one. Yeah, he's really interested in those chubs. Cool, I just gave him some worms and stuff right now. Crawlers. Can't wait for the water to clear up. Get a quick move on this new tank. Get it going for them. This 54 gallon for those 8 piranhas is way too small. And they're, you know, almost 4 inches. So, gotta move them. Red rooster. Awesome. What's going on, you guys? So, we're a quick update on what's been going on here with these guys and the acclimation process. You can see the water's cleared up a little bit. I don't like the glass in this tank. It was a salt water and it always destroys the integrity of everything. So anyway, that's just my opinion maybe, but every time I'm faced with saltwater tanks, they're always beat up. The little Rana batch is doing quite well. They ate some smelts last time. Sorry about the glare. They're looking pretty good. They're a little more calm now as well. So everything's looking good. And in addition to that, I made some changes. I know I was talking about Exodons, you know, the bucktooth tetra, but at $15, $16 a piece, I wasn't gonna test out and find out if they're just an expensive meal or they are a good companion. So I went with, yep, you guessed it, some of the tiger barbs that came with the other Ranas. I figured at $3-4 a pop, not too bad if they do, you know, end up vanishing. And so far so good. 7 of these little buttholes, and check it out. They're still in there, just mingling around, actually picking at random whatever areas. And last night during shrimp feeding, it gets pretty messy. As you know, I use all raw, you know, uninhibited, guts and all, shells and all, shrimp, and there's a lot of residuals, you know, just cloud of crap floating in the water. These guys were machining away, picking that stuff up, just really cleaning up the tank. And as you notice, the Ranas don't mind them anymore. As a matter of fact, the Ranas seem to be cool. you know, a little cooler, a little calmer. I don't know. It certainly seems to be a benefit, at least to the tank's health and the clarity of the water and stuff like that. Not to mention, yeah, made it a little more busy. Cool. So that's the newest addition to the old Rana habitat. The new tank is still waiting. Let me show you real quick what I got going in here. I had to add another layer of concrete on top of the first layer, but in order to do that, you really have to wait for it to dry. Otherwise, you'll scrape it down to the pink stuff again. I already went through that. So yeah, we're starting to get the nice depth and, you know, contourish and all that stuff. So it's looking pretty cool, pretty good. Can't wait to get it done. But I'll be using some texturing and some color and whatnot tonight. Hopefully seal it and get it ready by tomorrow or so. So yeah, you guys. So that's what's up. Those are the updates. You know, this is what I got for you cooking up. And if you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Also hit the notification button because videos are gonna be coming up quick and you will miss them otherwise. Anywho, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.